to the One Soul family. I'm Lou Angel from AngelicSoundsHolistic.com. Today I have a collection of Akashic files to read through past, present and future, read always in line with the divine plan of the Most High God, with the highest guides and the highest protection. The whole reading won't be for everyone, and there's no particular timestamp on these readings. They function to awaken, educate and enlighten. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Hit like, subscribe, follow and share. I'm in the office. To God be the glory. Let's read. Okay, so let's see who we're reading for. Is this a selection of people? Yes. Okay, it's a selection of the collective, so you will know if these vibes match your vibes. Inverted? No. Visionary. So, straight from the jump, we've got the light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to another, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So, that's the light attribute of visionary. So you could be clairvoyant as well, although I don't know. I think this is somebody that can... Ooh. King. So we've got a visionary king. This is a great leader. That thins things out a little bit. That thins the herd. An actual king? No, I think this is a regalness that begins in the heart. Masculine. It could be a masculine female who lives and works from her yang. So she's more active, more out there, and works more in the masculine. So she could have that as well. The shadow attributes: selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. These are the shadow attributes. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Those are the light attributes. The thing with these cards is that they are not one or the other usually. They work by percentage on most beings in most situations. They work by percentage. There is a percentage of light and a percentage of shadow. And how much we can remain in our light depends on how much we can enlighten our shadow. And this involves something called shadow work, where you look at the shadow attributes that you are holding and enlighten them and process them and recognize them. Love yourself, aye. Now, that's a very Glasgow thing. We're quite a humble people, Glaswegians. We don't like flashing too much. We don't like showing off too much. This is it's a kind of a joke between me and a pal of mine. Love yourself, aye, do you? Is that right? Is that right? So, but in this case, it's actually loving yourself is being able to do your shadow work. It is being able to enlighten the shadow attributes, to see the good within the darkness, and to see the darkness within our light. It's very important to understand how our shadow and light interplays. We're not one or the other. We've got it all. You can't detach from your shadow unless you're Dracula. think he can make his shadow do whatever he wants, and he's a bit like that. Right. So we're going to do this in 10-minute stints. I don't know, I must have done a couple of minutes now. So the bison, going to the left of the visionary. Ritual. What kind of ritual? Tell me more about this. I heard ritual of ages. So it's like lifetimes of ritual. Fix up, look sharp. Is it Dizzy Rascal? I think it's Dizzy Rascal. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments. I can't remember. I just had the song in my head when I was reading these cards. Fix up, look sharp. Being able to have clear vision has relied a lot upon these rituals of the ancients, right? When people start to love themselves, it is the new ritual. It is the new ritual. Processing is the new ritual. It will help you fix up and look sharp. It will help you know what's the best way for you to go without delusion. You will be able to see clearly. But you have to do the internal work and the internal growth. Rah! Be that many. So these are the Spirit Junkie cards that I picked up in a wee charity shop, and I do like them. They're very sweet. I just have to make sure they go the right way up when they're pulled. Inverted. So what these are little affirmation cards, and I do little videos of these as well. I've never seen this one before. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. And right now, for this king and this visionary, it is quite the opposite. Instead of taking on the love of others, I reflect fear, right? So when we're in a state of not being able to look within or transmute anything within or get to that place of inner alchemy, fear is the commodity. I'm thinking about Monsters Inc. I'm thinking about, you know, how they had to scare all the wins to get energy, right? But actually one child's laugh was the thing that changed everything. One child's laughter changed the game completely. And so there needs to be a revolution of self towards loving oneself, right? We can, with the help of an internal mother and an internal father that are connected to love, real love, the power of love. Love is a power, and the power of enlightenment, okay? It is a power, it is a place, it is an entity, right? When we connect up to love, and when we connect up to enlightenment, we can start to reflect the love that we feel for ourselves, because we're doing the work through our childhood, through our vulnerabilities, through the places where we have been beaten and hammered into who we are now. A silent but deadly. An SBD, a silent but deadly. stinky fart. And fear hangs about like a stinky fart through the ages, right? Through lifetimes of families, through generations of families, through soul lineages. There are fear, trauma, shame, guilt creates a sort of a bad smell throughout the ages. More arty than farty. What does this mean? I love these cards. More arty than farty. These are all wee things that me and my pals say. I don't need armor, I'm more than brave. So it's like this fear that if you take off the armor, you will not be able to protect yourself, right? Because it's like, oh, that's a very artistic idea, but is it actually